With 25 days to go to the general election, it's too late. Too late to puncture holes into the electoral management body. IEBC has received quite the beating lately, from issues of trust to its competence, to its simulation exercise that was less than successful. Don't get me wrong, we need to hold them accountable. After all, it is a general election. It happens only once every 5 years. It's important to also look back, however, at this Commission's journey over the last few years. I mean, if we really thought it was important to fix IEBC ahead of this election, then it would not have taken a whole 4 years to replace the commissioners who left back in 2018. It's like we suddenly discovered last year that we have an election in 2022 and rushed to fill the vacant positions. So even when there's talk of a possible division within the Commission, let's remember that the 4 new commissioners have joined the 3 who were there, and in a very short period, they've had to find time to gel, all while trying to prepare for an election. From procurement of election technology, to finding a new company to print the ballot papers, to recruiting new staff. I know you will tell me that that is the Secretariat and it is the one that does the heavy lifting. But remember that the position of the CEO of that very Secretariat was not substantively filled for years, following a long, drawn-out legal battle. And let's not forget the Commission's lamentations over reduced budgets and, in fact, not even having enough money to begin with for the voter registration exercise. Any challenges that we may point out in the Commission may not all be its doing. The Executive and the National Assembly also played a part in some of their woes. That being said, they also have some responsibility. And that is why tonight I want to speak to the IEBC staff and commissioners directly. Look, I know we've been hard on you lately, the media, the citizens of Kenya, the politicians, and many other stakeholders. But I hope you can understand where we're coming from. You see, just like in every relationship, trust is broken in an instance, but it takes much, much longer to rebuild. Please remember that just less than 5 years ago, you lost an epic court battle at the Supreme Court. Now, in the run-up to the 2017 elections, your commission was mired in countless legal battles over matters to do with procurement. A senior election official who had promised us a watertight election was murdered just days before the election. His killers are yet to be found. One commissioner resigned from the commission, and she didn't do it here in Kenya, but outside the country, with a damning report on the state of the commission. And that's not all. Her exit was followed by 3 others. So, IEBC, if we doubt what you say when we say it, you can't blame us, can you? When we ask the same questions over and over, it's only because we want reassurances that things will be different this time around. But, dear IEBC, all is not lost. We have 25 days to go. In politics, it is said that a day is a very long time. And so it is with you and your preps. All is not lost. There is still time. We can salvage this relationship. We can rebuild the trust. But first, do not tire of our questions. Answer them over and over if you have to. But you know what else would work? Perhaps you could address all the issues raised by the Supreme Court judges and tell us what measures you have taken to address each of them. And yes, also tell us what you have difficulty with and why, and what you are continuing to do about them. Finally, IEBC, talk to us again and again. The interview yesterday was a great start. This is your moment now. You and you alone are mandated by the Constitution to conduct this general election. So all eyes are on you. The politicians have done their politicking. They've switched parties, formed new political alliances. They have campaigned and in fact continue to do so. They have done their bit. It is now up to you. You're the final athletes in a long relay race. You need to take this home. And no one said it'll be easy. But this is it. You have to pull up your socks, roll up your sleeves, get the job done, fix your issues, and get it right this time. You have the support of all Kenyans who want nothing but a free, fair, and verifiable election. And while at it, don't be exasperated with our questions. It's nothing personal. It's called tough love. That's my take tonight.